Hi guys, welcome to my channel, The Golden Cruiser. I'm Cindy, and today we're going to be talking about how travel insurance can save your vacation. Now, cruise vacations are all about fun and relaxation, and you never want to think about negative things happening, but sometimes things do happen, and it would be for your benefit that you have taken out travel insurance. Your dream vacation can turn very stressful and costly overnight. So let's talk about travel insurance. Cruises are not risky and accident rates are very low, but there are three common cases for why you should actually get travel insurance. Number one is unexpected medical emergencies. Now, unlike a shore trip, like a vacation on land, where you can go to an urgent care or medical center, the ship is very limited to what they can do. Usually they're there to help with minor issues, like maybe you have a cold or a flu or a cut or a sprain. They're not really equipped to handle big emergencies. So in those cases, you would have to be evacuated off the ship, usually by helicopter, which is extremely expensive, to another medical facility. So for that reason alone, it's very important to get travel insurance. Recently, a couple got a bill for $47,000 for 2 to 3 days in the cruise ship's infirmary because the husband had the flu and had to get intravenous, IV for fluid. So it's very costly. So travel insurance is worth it because you never know what's going to happen. Number two is for trip cancellations or interruptions. Um, Cancellations and itinerary changes are very frequent, especially if you travel during hurricane season. Your trip can be canceled or things can be changed, and travel insurance can cover the costs related to these changes beyond your control. When you take out travel insurance, it can cover you not just for your cruise, but your full trip. Say you traveled by, airline or traveled by train or driving there, and your hotels, that would all be covered. So say you flew, you had to fly to your port and then you got there and the cruise is canceled. You've paid for your airline, you've paid for your hotel room, this insurance can cover those expenses. So it's really worth it to get travel insurance. And then number three is lost or delayed luggage. And this can be losing your luggage at the airlines, using your luggage on the cruise ship. Usually the cruise ship will only give you about $100 if your luggage is lost. If you take out travel insurance, they normally pay you between $500 to $1,500 for lost luggage. So you can see the big difference there. Now, how much does the travel insurance cost? Well, it depends because it can depend on your age and it can depend on if you have prior existing medical conditions. But generally, it's between 5% and 10% of the total amount of your cruise. So if you pay $2,000 per person, it'll range from $100 to $200 per person for the length for like a 7-day cruise. I don't even think I pay that much. So it just depends on how long your cruise is. And then some insurance companies offer a flat per day rate for like $4 to $10 per day per person. So it just depends on many factors there. You just need to check around. And how do you choose this travel insurance? Well, the thing you should look at is the policy. Read the terms of coverage, the limits and exceptions. It must cover all non-refundable expenses. Look for the section in medical emergencies and be sure it covers all the expenses, even in countries where your regular health insurance might not apply. So your regular health insurance, sometimes if you're in the US, they will cover it. But if you're out to sea in international waters, they won't cover your expenses. So you should check with your insurance company also, your medical insurance, before you travel to see if they are going to cover any part of this. A lot of them won't cover any of it. Then look at the policy, the coverage that reimburses costs if you need to cancel or interrupt your trip for any reasons like illness, injuries, or severe weather. So a lot of times if you want to cancel, you've gotten sick, the cruise lines won't give you your money back, or they'll only give you a small portion. They won't give you the full amount if you're last minute canceling. But travel insurance will cover this. You just have to make sure it's included in the travel insurance and how much they reimburse you. Is it 100% of what you paid for the cruise, or is it only 50%? So you need to check that out too. You can get cruise insurance through the cruise lines, or you can get through third-party vendors. And there's a lot of them out there. Now, the best place to look if you don't want to get them with the cruise line, and make sure what the cruise lines cover also. These people that had the $47,000 medical bill, they had cruise insurance through the cruise line, but they didn't look at that policy beforehand, and it only paid a very, very small percent towards their $47,000. So you need to make sure what is covered. Now, I will put a website in my description below of the 10 best cruise insurance companies of 2025, where you can compare side by side. It's through Consumers Advocate, and I will put that link in there. So you can click on that, and then it'll give you a comparison. You put in how many day cruise you're on and such, and how many people, and it will give you costs there. So that's another way to look at that, or through your cruise line. Check with them on all the details. Make sure everything's covered. So there you have it. It's up to you if you want to get travel insurance, but I would recommend it. I know in years past when I was a lot younger and cruising, I never took travel insurance. What's going to happen? I'm very healthy and nothing's going to happen. I didn't want to pay the extra expense. Now I take it every single time. And now I travel with my granddaughter and my son, and I take it for all of us because you never know what's going to happen, and it really does protect you. It's one of the best things to get when you're cruising, just to cover that. So for further questions on that, just look on that website below, and they'll give you all the details of the travel insurance, and just make sure you're being fully covered for anything that can happen on there. So thank you for stopping by today. I hope you liked my video, and I hope you come back again for some more videos. And I would love to see you again on my channel, The Golden Cruiser. So bye for now.